Hi all, and welcome to part 2, I suppose, of CD chat. Now this is where I'm going to carry on opening some CDs I bought recently, or well, not necessarily recently, but I've bought that I've never opened before. Some of them are recent. In fact, I think these ones I've got are all pretty recent, to be fair. So I'm going to just go straight into it. I've got 3 albums today, and they are all incredible bands, absolutely stunning bands. Just monumentous, really, and I think all these are the latest pieces of work from them, so it's really cool. So first is Gojira, and I've not heard this. Have I heard it? I don't think I've heard it at all. I might have heard the snippet, a little track here. Now this is what I was talking about. These openers. Oh, here we go. Oh wow, it looks like it's going to work today. Amazing, because sometimes it just rips off and I just don't go anywhere with it. So got a little sticker on the front, which is I will peel off, and I will attach it to somewhere, the inlay of the CD. I like to keep as much as I can, not bothered about the price, but any little bits of detail on the album. It'll say, what does this one say? Gojira, Fortitude, Born for One Thing, Amazonia, the Chant. So they're the tracks on it. And yeah, Born for One Thing, Amazonia, the Chant. This came out last year, and I've got a few albums of Gojira. The Way of All Flesh, which is just stunning. I think that was the first album I heard. Gojira were like technical death metal, technical progressive death metal. I think they're like kind of unique sounding, really. They're amazing. I've got Enfant Sauvage, which I've butchered, and I've got Magma. Now I want to get From Mars to Sirius. I haven't got that. I think that's regarded as one of their best albums. But the ones I've got are fantastic. They've released 7 albums. They first formed in '96 under the name of Godzilla, I do believe. That's what I heard. And then they changed their name to Gojira in 2001. Right. So, brilliant artwork. And is there anything interesting in here? It's got the band members, lyrics, which is always good. This is why it's nice to have physical music, because, like, you know, I mean, you can find lyrics on digital if you're listening to it digitally, but, you know, if you've got it in front of you, you can just follow the lyrics, and it's much better in my opinion. Okay, so that's pretty cool. CD's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So yeah, that's Gojira. I'll attach that sticker to it. Next we've got Fear Factory. This is their last album, called Aggression Continuum. So, continued aggression, I suppose. But here we go. This is where I'm going to have trouble with, because I can't find the thing. And then you have to peel off the little corner, and I can't. It ain't working. And then you end up normally peeling just a little tiny bit off, which is not good. But I might be able to get. Here we go. I think I've got it. Oh no, another bit. So Fear Factory, their first name of their band was Ulceration, and in 1989, but they changed it quickly to Fear Factory. They've got 10 albums out, and I love Fear Factory. Some of their albums, you could argue that they're not as good. I mean, yeah, I've got my favourites without a doubt, but I pretty much liked all their albums, even their sort of more change of pace and their change of sound. They went a little bit new metal-y in the sort of new 90s, early 2000s, I suppose, but industrial cyber metal, really. Soul of a New Machine was their first album. Then they released Demanufacture. I first heard them on that, and it was just incredible. I first heard them, I was trying to wait up. This is like going back to the 90s. First heard them. I was waiting up for a program called Raw Power, I think it was, and it was on in like 2 o'clock in the morning, and this was like in the days of you had video recorders, but they were hard set up. You had to get the time in, and they weren't very easy. So I remember I couldn't figure it out basically to record it. So what I did was I waited up, and then I'd end up fall asleep about 2 o'clock, and then I remember hearing or waking up to this riff. and I was all asleep, and I think I woke up towards the end of the song because it came up Fear Factory, and I was like bleary eyed, half asleep. Fear Factory. I thought, right, I remember that, and the following week I purchased the demanufacture, and then I bought Soul of a New Machine as well, maybe a week later or something like that. And I was just like, wow, Fear Factory, loved them. Saw them loads of times in the 90s. Saw them several times beyond that. Obsolete is a fan favourite, and Mechanized was a kind of return to form in 2010. That was a great album. But this is the new one, which I'm looking forward to listening to. I'm not going to go into all the politics with the band. Burton C. Bell's not with them anymore, which is a shame. There's the cover, which is great. Typical Fear Factory. It's got the FF on it in some guise, which is amazing. What else we got in here? Lyrics. I have heard this, but very briefly, so I can't wait to give this a proper listen. And that's it, really. Yeah, that's the end. That's the artwork at the end, which is great. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, nothing new there, really. So there's Fear Factory. So now we've got another fantastic band, which I've already touched on. Carcass. That again has got the sticker on it. Got to be careful with this one. I don't think there's an easy way of opening this, is there? Not really. Let's just give it a quick nick in there. I can't actually do that, so I'll tell you what, let's try this way. There we go. We got it. Okay, so Carcass. Now, when did Carcass form? They formed ages ago, 1986 in Liverpool, United Kingdom. Got to be careful, I don't want to rip that. So, and they've released 7 albums, I believe. Started off as a kind of gore grind stroke grindcore band, ridiculously heavy. I think they just basically had fun in the early days. They sort of wrote a lot of medical terms, and they just had fun. And I don't know how well they could play their instruments, but they certainly could later on, because an early classic is Necrotism Descanting the Insalubrious, which came out in like early 90s, which is brilliant. They released Heartwork, which kind of was, again, I suppose, a fan favourite in 1993. Unfortunately, they split up not long after that. They released another album, and then they came back, I don't know, 2007 or something, and then they released Surgical Steel, which is a monster of an album. So this is pretty cool. There's the inlay, knife and fork, with the plate. Well, it's not got a plate on this one, but it's got the vegetable heart in the middle. Just trying to get the inlay out. Again, this album I've heard it a bit more than the other two. I've heard it a bit on Spotify, but I've got a copy of it on vinyl, which is a box set, which I can't play. I can't open it. I might show you that one day. But it's a real nice box set. But I wanted to get it on CD. But so yeah, basically, there's the heart, and it decomposes as you go through, which is typical Carcass, really. Interesting what Carcass are passionate about. I think they're all vegetarians. I don't know if they all are, but I know Jeff is. So yeah, the heart is rotting, and turning to mush. And then, the end of it, it's pretty much gone. The heart's gone, and there's a nice image there. Oof, I'm not going to show you that. So yeah, the brilliant album, Carcass. And I can't wait to give these a proper go on my stereo. I like that. It's nice the way it opens up, and there's the different stages of the heart in the back. All the tracks there. So I've got a nice little sticker to put on it. I'll put that somewhere. Okay, cool. That's it. So I've got some more CDs to open. I think it's pretty much Iron Maiden just left. I've got 3 Iron Maidens to open, and I've got some more vinyl to do. So I'll do another one of those, and look forward to more t-shirt talks if you enjoy those. So anyway, bye for now.